Alu and Chris trying to run back, but they are lost here. And the time, similar that you talked about, they burned off. Now it's really coming back to bite them. They're running out of it. 15 seconds left. They're going for it right here. Pimp looking for another shot. 13 seconds. They have to plant. And when they plant, well, now Copenhagen Wolves are moving in to try and retake.
They've got it, though. They've got that plant now. Chris J moving around to Arch, follows the smoke. Chris J, just no fear, gets over to Library, trying to find and turn this into a 2-on-2. But SMF closing up. Insta-gives Alu. Sick headshot, and now Chris J looking to get the flank, takes out Glaive, who was very low, but Pimp is still alive to body block. Pimp will take the final kill through the post at the end, and they have enough time for the defuse. Copenhagen Wolves, it was a bit touch and go there for a second, but they do land some sick shots.
The thing that was really terrifying at the end here was that Pimp up in the apartments who got killed with that 6 shot, he had the kit. So if Copenhagen Wolves had somehow misplayed that, they wouldn't have been able to get the kit back in time. If there was a little bit more time for Mousesports then, that kit falling apart up there was really, really huge. Oh god, that was actually a much closer round than it seemed, but it goes in favor of Copenhagen Wolves, and now pushing up, second mid, Pimp just taking a look, but it's going to fall back, and there's no, nothing much other than a couple of pistols being bought here for Mousesports. They're going to be buying in the next round, AKs and everything.
Yeah, exactly right. They want to save up their money. But they're still looking to do some to put some pressure here. Tapson getting up to the top of Banana. Kerrigan is waiting around the corner with the Pro 90. If Tapson peeks out, he's going to get mowed down. And that was about as easy as it gets. Glaive already managing to pick off Legia. And this is actually falling apart here for Mousesports. But at the same time, you know, what can they really expect to do with pistols?
Yeah, I don't have, you know, getting a couple of kills is great and all, but I don't think they're expecting too much out of this round. And actually, Copenhagen Wolves have downgraded to just having 1 P90. So, you know, last time they went with 2, and maybe they're afraid of the karma of buying 2 P90s. I mean, you do get punished for doing something like that. For shame.
Nico actually gets exactly as much money as he needs for that AWP. Lucky for him, he got that kill on Chris J last round. So, he does manage to get the AWP fairly quickly here. Mousesports, however, full AKs. Decent number of nades to put to good use as well. We'll see if Nico's going to be able to pick up somebody here mid. The flash goes up. He's going to be delayed, and that's long enough for Mousesports to get quickly up to the top of Banana, taking it over with nades.
Yeah, pretty good move from SMF falling back now. They're going to flash him in. Kerrigan with the flash. SMF peeks, and a big opening. Not going to get it. Chris J just still charging in here. Kerrigan got to get that P90 out and kill some people with it. There's the one and almost the double. Legia and Chris very nearly dead, but not enough here. This retake can happen, but not if Glaive is actually disconnected in CT spawn. That's not good.
Oh, it's not going to help. Glaive not moving, still stuck. Pimp walks in, gets the headshot on Legia, though. And still, Nookie, Alu, Chris J alive and kicking, although we do have Alu going for the flank, and this is just on a timer now. Look at Alu's position. Do they actually figure this out? They see it coming. Nico gets the kill.
Yeah, oh, Pimp looking for a headshot. Nuki still alive, and actually he's going to kill him. Nico, that's a team kill. Not good. A lot of money lost in that one, and Chris is going to take down Nico at the end. But that was probably the most critical disconnect we've seen so far, I think. Disconnecting in the middle of a retake is really painful.
I want to hear the answer for Alu's question. How did you know that Alu was going to flank like that from CT? Oh, I guess yeah. Glaive would have seen him. That's the thing. Glaive timed out in spawn. He might have just barely spotted it enough to see him on the minimap, and then, of course, both members are going to turn around for the flank.
Yeah. So that is, I mean, that was obviously a little bit fortunate, but it doesn't make up for actually having Glaive not there. Oh man, that was a very close round. So many rounds. Yeah, they're asking if they can replay the round. Mousesports really can't, I mean, I wouldn't blame them if Mousesports said no to this, because it's not their fault, right? I mean, what could they do?
Replay D2. I think having the extra man, they might have been able to take that actually. Because Alu getting caught,
yeah, putting it into a 3-on-2. Yeah, there's a very good chance. I think they could have retaken it with Kerrigan and been there, but that's not really the main point. The main point is that normally, if you want to replay rounds, you do it if someone gets disconnected at the very beginning, right? So, like, if it's, you know, you buy and spawn, then you run out, and some guy just gets disconnected like 3 seconds later, then you can realistically replay a round. But this time, Mousesports did everything they could to win it, and I don't know. I'm not the judge, luckily, but I say I wouldn't blame Mousesports if they didn't want to replay it.
Well, they explained it pretty much right there. I mean, all of the reasoning. It's just, you know, why don't you call for abort and not play, you know, and just stop the round? rather than play it out and see if you win, right? This is a valid point. I mean, the thing is, Copenhagen Wolves, would they want to replay the round if they won it?
Well, of course not.
Oh, there you go.
Of course they wouldn't. Well, I mean, yeah, it's just... It becomes really hard to handle because it's not Mousesports' fault that somebody gets disconnected, and it would be a punishment for them if they got to replay the round. So, you know, there's no way of doing it fairly. As you said, if they just get someone disconnected, they should call it out. But, oh, a little bit of bromance coming out between Pimp and Chris, although I think there's a fair bit of of sarcasm involved in this too.
SMF, I feel sick.
Well,
where is Glaive, though? What happened to him?
I don't know. Disconnecting. But the fact is, the flash that Carrigan and SMF set up over here, it actually looked like SMF could have picked up 2 kills immediately. And I'm also a little bit surprised that Carrigan... I mean, there were basically the 2 people, I think it was Leggy and Chris, they had like 10 HP. So the whole round could have been over way before if Mouse hadn't been, you know, surviving on 10 HP, basically. So it's a lot of strange coincidences here. But it's a good round for Mousesports.
Oh, we should take the opportunity to give a shout out to the Indian scene right now. They've finished their qualifier, and apparently it's going to be Team Wolf. So it's going to be Wolf who are going to be going on to the main event from India. So congratulations to them. And I guess at the end of this best of 3 now, we will find out if there's going to be 2 packs of Wolves at Gamescom, or just the one.
The Indian Wolves and the Copenhagen Wolves. All right.
I like it. I like it.
I'm excited. I just want to see an Indian team show up and just wreck everyone. I'd just be very, very good. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That would be sick, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be sick. Just for like the sheer upset, and also to see like Lurpus spaz out and, you know, have an aneurysm basically. that would be like Lurpus would just start twitching and keel over, and it would be pretty good. But right now, I mean, this is still, you know, just diversity in the scene. We're gonna see what they're capable of. I think the last time I saw an Indian team play was at ESWC last year, and I can't exactly remember. I don't think that they did too hot. So hopefully they're able to get some homework in the remaining weeks leading up to the event.
Hopefully so. We'll have to find out, obviously, once we get to the actual event. Here we go, the 4th round coming up, and it's 2-1 in favor of Copenhagen Wolves, but they really don't have a lot of money now that they sort of lost that last round, and Mousesports probably going to be looking to make this 2-2, which would be a really good start here for the terrorist side.
Oh, it would be sick. If Mousesports can actually manage to chain some rounds together, put the Wolves under pressure. That's the big thing. Kerrigan not even eating some nade damage. That nade just falls barely short. He's got a golden opportunity. There's the flash. Gets 1 headshot. Still alive. Kerrigan hanging around. And Kerrigan is still going to make it out of there in one piece. He baits his teammate SMF.
If he had
take him, he pushed them at Mousesports.
That if he had walked out there with a rifle instead of a 5.7, you got to wonder if he had just killed 3 people right straight away, because that looked so sick. But we'll see. Boost coming up here for Neo in the A-bomb, or from Nico in the A-bomb site. And it's interesting, like I said, I've never actually seen this really do anything. It always looks so cool, but whenever it actually comes down to it, it just completely fails. And it even looks like Mousesports are going to go back to B instead, so that's almost worse.
Yeah, that's not going to help things. Kerrigan still alive on this B site, but he's alone. And Glaive is the closest man to help rotating over, who's holding an arch, and now Glaive starts rotating. The Pimp is coming as well, but it's going to be too late. Kerrigan is going to be the first and only line of defense here, and he gets spotted.
Yeah, tries to take a long-range shot. Now he's down to 23. Glaive pushing through the smoke is going to go down as well. It's a nice idea. I mean, maybe he could have caught someone off guard, but this is obviously going to be a plant, and not much of a retake, I think, for Mousesports either. Shots being put through all over the place, and Nico coming up from behind. I think the best they could do is look for exit kills here.
Pretty much. I mean, Pimp is still hanging around in construction. Kerrigan is looking towards CT. And I believe that's Nico who's waiting over in Banana. So there is a potential here for an exit frag. Copenhagen Wolves, if they can play this right. Molly is going to go right down on top of Kerrigan, though. That forces him back in. That's not going to be good.
Nico gets the 1. Could have easily been a double. Now Pimp's going to be running in to try and take care of Nuki. He's going to get the kill as well. This is a big round from Copenhagen Wolves. A lot of damage done. And they will, obviously, Chris and Aloe will escape, but 3 kills like that is very, very important. Because Mousesports are in a good position otherwise. I mean, they have 2 rounds, and if they can win this upcoming round, Copenhagen Wolves is going to be ecoing once more. So it's actually very important for the Danes to pick up this round here.
One big thing here is that Nico doesn't have enough for an AWP. He has to go for Moss armor, so Copenhagen Wolves not willing to drop him the gun. Oh, ye of little faith.
Grenades out on short, doing a little bit of short on the banana, doing a little bit of damage here. Tabson down to 66. And Mousesports not really sure they want to commit to this push.
It seems like Mousesports are really just trying to pace themselves here. Looking around in the... Well, looking around at second mid, really just taking their time. It's pretty standard play, actually, from Mousesports. Just putting some shots into apartments, taking over apartments, because Copenhagen Wolves haven't really shown any kind of intent to put up any... shown the intent to really put up any kind of defense up in apartments. They're really holding back far on the sites.
Yeah, they are, but now that they've sort of got Alu to actually get up here, they've checked a lot of places, and they know Alu's controlling apartments, they're going to go for the B push once again. It worked last time, so why wouldn't they do that? SMF and Carrigan are holding, and kind of close by is Nico. He's going to be able to rotate. Actually, Lave is going to be able to rotate in as well. So this is a decent setup from Copenhagen Wolves, and another smoke goes off. If they charge through now, it's not going to be so easy.
Well, there's the pop flash. That just slow things down here for Mousesports. They're turned around, and yeah, they're completely blinded. That's going to really put a pinch in things. Legia is going for the Fnatic plant, and he manages to get it.
Yeah, Nico takes down one, but that bomb is down. They've taken a lot of damage, but now they just need to control this long enough. A lot of smoke going on here, and Mousesports with more trick plays coming out. Glaive will pick up a kill, and Nuki goes down. It's Alu and Chris left, 2 on 4. Can they hold on to this? Chris comes in with a good headshot. Alu all the way down from CT spawn. This is a huge position. They can't defuse the bomb without killing him. He's gonna walk in, takes the shot on one. They're triple teaming him, and he's gonna go down, and the defuse will happen. That was still a very cool movement coming out from Alu. That was close to being around.
Again, Alu with the backstab through CT. That is huge, and it's clearly something that he's been working on, that he wants to make work quite a bit, because he hangs around mid and then wraps around. If he was just a little bit faster there, he might have been able to actually really catch Copenhagen Wolves off guard. Instead, he just takes some shots and doesn't really get too much done there, unfortunately for him. Mousesports this time around have to force up to even their money. So they're really just looking to keep the pressure up on Copenhagen Wolves, make them, well, fear for their wallets.
Grenade, double grenade out. Very powerful grenading early on here. But now there's something that's really bothering me. Oh, flash goes out as well. SMF right on the corner. He's going to have to try and escape here. Chris is coming for him. He needs backup. And Carrigan is there. So they do sort of... They stabilize the situation. Tabson also taking some damage. Okay, I'm going to wait with my points a little bit later. Now it's a 4 on 5.
4 on 5 and advantage Copenhagen Wolves. And they've gone back to a 2 on 3 setup. So this is definitely Copenhagen Wolves' round to lose at this point. They've got the man advantage. They're holding solid on the sites. All they need to do now is stop Mousesports from putting those nades to use. But Mousesports have taken so much damage that even with good nades, Copenhagen Wolves should be able to lock these sites down.
Look at Carrigan. He's boosted up in this tricky spot here. We've seen it a couple of times, but actually not in this qualifier yet. So question is if Mousesports is going to be aware that that's going on. If they push for it. See, Nico hears a couple of people. They are not going to realize yet that it's actually going to be B-push. Not until SMF sees or hears something. Legia might be able to give it away here with a smoke or flashbang.
He's going to go for the flash over B, and this is it. They're going for the weaker site. 2 guys here alive, stacked up behind new boxes. Nico waiting for Alu, trying to stop that flank, but it gets in there anyway, and now Carrigan is about to he has to do something because his teammate is getting shot at.
Well, this is the whole play, I think. They're just pretending like he's not here. The bomb goes down as well, and now Carrigan just drops down, Spider-Man style, taking down Legia. Taz would be proud to see that happening. It's going to be a 1 on 3 here with Alu in the library just waiting. It's not really much of a library, but it's called that way anyway. 4-2 is the scoreline here, and now I'm going to say what I thought. What's been really bothering about the defense that Copenhagen Wolves have been putting up over here is they keep smoking the entrance to B, which is what you do on the CT side. But then, whenever anything happens, I don't know if you noticed, but Carrigan actually just falls back. So it's like they put up the smoke, but then they let Mousesports run through it anyway, and it seems like... It just seems weird. I'm not sure why they're doing it.
It seems like they're not taking advantage of the fact that smoke is down to get any kind of free kills if Mousesports decide to push through.
Yeah, just the thing, because, I mean, how many times in the past, Semler, have we seen people just mow down, you know, legions of terrorists coming through that smoke? And it seems like Copenhagen Wolves aren't really up for it.
It seems to me like they need to take a leaf out of Fetish's book. Because Fetish is like the king of getting kills of people actually running through. Fetish and Freiburg. It must be something, you know, it must have something to do with, you know, your name starting with an F.
Well, maybe it is. There's something going on there. Aggressive move coming out here from Mousesports, and Copenhagen Wolves trying to just readjust, falling back into the bomb site. Got to be a little bit careful. They are getting really close to the goal right now. Pimp will pick up the one, kill Glaive with another one. There is one AK on the terrorist side, and it's on Alu. Hard to put it to use. He's going to go down, and Tabson trying to pick up a kill. Not going to work. Nico coming out with a triple and a flawless round for the Danes.
One cool thing to take note of from the round before last, obviously, because the last round was a Nico round out of Mousesports, was Nico hanging around on Speedway, making sure that Alu couldn't go for the flank. And that's one very cool adjustment that actually worked out very well for the Wolves. Like, just managing to make sure that Alu can't get the backstab in and can't, mess with the defense too much. Nico goes down, but because of that, Copenhagen Wolves now know, well, Alu's in the back line, and Alu just backs off once his teammates go down.
This time,
it's all about the details.
Yes, it is all about the details. Very important right now, especially for Mousesports being a whole map behind. They really need to win this map and push us on to the third one, which is going to be... I can't remember. I forget what the third map is.
Oh, the last map is going to be Train.
Train, alright. That's an exciting third map. I kind of want to see that. That would be really cool. Leggy
only has like this, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Leggy only has a pistol, in fact. It's a little bit of a shame because the rest have actually bought. Glaive is waiting behind the wood panel here by the car. He's going to need backup soon. If they could flash in, he could have a lot of kills, but Tabson has no patience for it. It's going to take him down immediately.
And it doesn't look like Mousesports are going to have any patience whatsoever. They just go rushing up onto the B site. Excellent anti-flashes coming out from Copenhagen Wolves to buy time, however. But they still manage to get the kills. Alu, Chris J rolling around. And they're going to manage to pick up quite a few, except that SMF is still alive in construction.
Pimp taking quite a while to actually get here. By the time he is, the bomb is going to go down, and he needs to be able to help out SMF here. Retake's really important. Great grenade comes out. Nuki down, very low actually. Two of the Mousesports members are very low on health at this point. Alu out by Banana, so it's Nuki and Chris inside the site, and now the Danes are pushing up. Chris looking for a shot. Nuki in the back. They know where he is, and they're waiting for him as well. Chris going to get the one kill. Nuki with the other one, and a good hold coming out from Mousesports. But I really actually can't explain it. There's a long history of people holding Banana alone, but not by this car. If you hold Banana alone, you either do it up close with a lot of smokes, or you do it when you're just spotting to try and look. Hiding behind that car is something you generally do if you have another teammate that's right by to take all the attention away, or someone who can flash you in. I don't think that was a smart position from Kerrigan. That's what I'm trying to point out.
Yeah, Kerrigan taking the brunt of your criticism so far in these rounds, Anders. I don't know. Yeah, you usually sound pretty positive when you talk about him.
I love Finn, man. He's the reason why I've been carried in matchmaking for a couple of times. So there's nothing but love here. But I still disagree. I think that's a way too big of a risk, considering the potential reward for it.
No, it's a good point. It's a good point. I mean, we have to see if the adjustment is going to come out at any point in time, because right now Copenhagen Wolves are again under pressure. Mousesports have managed to get a full buy together. Good nades as well. Getting control of A apartments, though, and moving the bomb up towards mid. So this makes you wonder if Mousesports are going to be going for an A split. They do have the smokes to be able to set up for this as well.
Tabson's going to be the one trying to make some noise over at B. He's going to slowly fall back here. Nico with the orb, still the guy that I'm looking for. Maybe Nico or Glaive to pick up a couple of kills here. Once they come through, Nico getting flashed and smoked back, just trying to run. A really good entrance from Mousesports so far. Now Glaive's turn to peek over here, but he's actually going to be hearing them running in. Good shot from Nico. Can he pick up a second one as well? Chris is going to be peeking right there, and Nico will take him down. Goes for a triple, and now Glaive is coming up from behind. Alu's got to be really careful. And that's not working out right now. Nuki fighting it out, but it's going to be a 2-on-4.
It's going to be a 2-on-4, and Nico is still keeping Nuki alive over here in CT spawn. 10 seconds left on this clock. The bomb plant has to happen now, but Kerrigan is still alive. Doesn't manage to stop it. Yes, he does. 3 seconds left, and this round is going to the Wolves. Just fantastic play from Nico, really. Glaive and Nico getting up so close to Arch. Mousesports, it became very clear that Mousesports were aiming for a B split, but through CT spawn, right? But Nico getting the first 2 kills eviscerates that, and there's the info for the defense on B to just hold back and not rotate, not get caught off guard by the guys coming in from Banana from Mousesports.
Yeah, and the really sad thing is, and this is a bit of a tragedy because Mousesports really need all the help they can get right now, is that they won the single round and then lost the following one. So now their economy is really low. Alu has some money, but he's already being shot down. Grenade to follow will do a little bit more damage, but everyone else only has a pistol on this side, and this is about to be 7-3, which is not actually an insurmountable difference. Nico might actually be caught by Legia here. This is smart play from the Serbian player. Very nicely done. Very clean. Seeing the shadow on the ground there. So he's able to line up that shot perfectly. Now Mousesports seem like they want to go back towards B. They've got an AWP on Chris J now, so Chris is going to be pretty happy about that.
But no, they decide to go back towards A. So up on quad, Legia once again sneaking up towards Arch, looking to see if he can find anybody here. But Copenhagen Wolves, they're really holding back passive. One cool thing is that Glaive is actually boosted up in Graveyard. So not holding double from the pit. Graveyard is going to be a bit of an interesting position to hold from his CT when Mousesports decide to go for this.
Yeah, not sure Alu can see him. He's going to be walking in, checking it. He realizes nobody's there, but now Glaive stands up. He can look over. Glaive's timing is everything here. Chris getting shot at. Pimp going to take down one. Has to do a lot more. Backup is coming. SMF is running in here, but Pimp's alone for a good 5 seconds before anything else happens. Chris not hitting the shot. 25 seconds left. It's going to be now or never for the Mousesports team. SMF takes down one. Chris very nearly dying. Pimp doing a lot of damage, but the bomb is down, and now it's going to be a 2-on-3. Alu has to be the man. He's walking out here of apartments. He's going to be jumping down. Pimp has no chance of knowing it, and it's going to go down. And oh my god, Alu with a great double kill is going to win the round. Great play.
What a round. Mousesports winning an eco round to boot. But that's what you get when you give Chris J and Alu weapons. They get guns and they put them to use. Chris J getting the entry onto A, but then Alu just saving the day pretty much in a 1v2 clutch. Alu is like the man for Mousesports right now. Just the number of clutches that he's won so far, I believe that brings it up to 2. But still, Alu putting in some big work.
Yeah, that was absolutely brilliant, and he waited until the very last possible second to pick that up, so a little bit scary at the end, but very good job for him. 6-4 is now the scoreline, and this is a huge difference from Mousesports. All of a sudden, they actually have a very good shot at just taking a very good first half here.
And yeah, I like how thorough Mousesports are clearing Kerrigan out. Alu with the spray on Pimp into apartments. The one time that Copenhagen Wolves decide to actually push one guy up into bedroom, they get punished instantly.
Nicely done. Now they're checking everything. Danish team stacking up with the A-bomb side. It's a pretty good adjustment. I think they need to do something to deal with this, basically. Nico's going to be walking right into Leggy, or Leggy is going to be walking into him. One shot at this range with the pistol, but he's going to miss the shot. Oh man, that was close, but not close enough. Legia goes down. The stack is in effect here in the bomb side. Let's see if it's actually going to work out this time. SMF takes down Alu, and Kerrigan the only one left. Shooting through the box is going to be Tamsin to take him down. It's a decent eco round coming out from Copenhagen Wolves, but it's important for Mousesports to just hold on to it. 6-5. I think right now it's on Copenhagen Wolves to make sure that this basically finishes 10-5. I think if Mousesports get up to 6 rounds, they're going to have a really good shot at taking the second map.
Agreed. They will have. I mean, I feel like they'll have enough space to work with. And once again, the Wolves not. Well, that was an eco round for them, but still not quite landing the shots needed. Now that it's a bye round, though, they really have to come up big here, Copenhagen Wolves. They have to get the entry, force Mousesports to just get stuck on A, and force them into the blender pretty much. So, for now at least, good nade there to rattle SMF a little bit at the top of Banana from Tabson. So that's going to at least make things a little bit interesting here. But there's a flash out, and SMF takes a peek and backs off.
Yeah, not running to press the issue here. And Chris, where is he at with the AWP? He's all the way down the middle. I was wondering if he's going to go and peek Nico here, who's on the corner, and has been on the corner for quite a lot of rounds. So got to be careful here. Nico doesn't get too predictable. Chris is actually really good at taking these pop shots, but not happening. And Legia, oh, wow. Did they hear him?
Legia has snuck into pit, and there's Glaive spots him. Oh, that had real potential there for Legia, but he gets caught in the end. Glaive heard the drop down.
That's just so unfortunate. That was a real ninja move, actually. Oh, what a shame.
That could have eviscerated the defense for the Wolves. Like, they would have got caught in the back. 2 guys holding on short as well. If Glaive didn't hear that, that would have completely fallen apart now for the Danes. But now they have the man advantage, a 2-man advantage now that Nico lands a good shot at mid, but then Chris J and Tabson strike right back, bring it into a 3-on-3. Yeah,
SMF up close here, looking for the shot. Actually, bomb is going to go down. Alu gets the return. Glaive now picking up one up in the apartment's going to get a second one, leaving Nuki alone in a 1-on-2. That bomb is planted in a great position for him, but I think they know exactly where he is, and Kerrigan is actually making a lot of noise coming in here. Nuki, they should realize where he is, but now they don't, and Nuki might actually be able to win this. Kerrigan turns around and still takes him down. What a strange 1-on-2.
Very odd. Glaive saves the AWP for Nico. That's the important bit there for Wolves. But yeah, that seemed like a bit of a real missed opportunity there for Nuki.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
He really could have gone in there and just stopped that defuse. Glaive was covering, but yeah, that's just really. I think that's one of those situations once again where it's like you're supposed to get the frag and somehow it just doesn't click in your brain and you screw it up.
Yeah, that is a huge shame, because if he gets that kill on Carrigan, I'm almost 100% sure he's going to win that round. There's not a lot of time left at that point to really do anything, so yeah, big mistake coming out, unfortunately, for Nuki. That was one of the rounds, I think, where Mousesports could have really excelled. Now, Chris is down the middle, trying to see if he can, you know, he's crouching and then hoping to duck just when Nico isn't looking, but instead, Nico's just going to be looking for the second mid pick, and Legia is walking right into it here. Another second or two, and it might just work.
Oh, he's going to back off. Nico gets flashed. Legia chases him around the corner. Going for the pre-fire, but now the defense is going to consolidate here for Wolves on A site. Just smokes down, shutting the door on Mousesports. They don't want to let them get any more ground than they've already got. Nico is actually taking up a pretty cool position over in Library, just looking down Arch, just hoping somebody's going to peek, but Chris J he has the same wish. He's hoping somebody's going to peek at Arch.
Yeah, I'm glad that Nico isn't, that nobody is right now, actually. I like these positions from Copenhagen Wolves, especially with the smokes they're using up in apartments, which means Pimp is going to be much more effective here. Nico getting smoked out as well, and Glaive takes a peek, does some damage, and a great double kill. Tabson and Legia offering themselves up to Glaive, and he's going to take that offering just fine. Now it's a 5-on-3 here, and Copenhagen Wolves holding good again. Chris goes down, Alu and Nuki are left, and Nuki with a good kill coming in. Alu jumping out of the apartments. Pimp should be going down, but it's not happening. Nuki is alone in a 1-on-4. A great headshot from Pimp onto Alu. Almost put him up on the truck here, ready to get carried away.
I think that was fitting, right? If that truck could carry anyone away. But that was just sick from Pimp to stay alive in that sort of situation. Glaive with the double spray continues to just bring in big frags for his team, despite the fact that he's the the in-game leader. It doesn't seem to matter for Glaive. He just kills people. And Nico also with a sick shot onto Chris J. Hardly stopping. It was just a peak kill on Chris and back to business for Nico.
Grenade comes out. Oh no, there's a bit of a failed grenade coming out there, unfortunately. I think it wouldn't have done much damage to SMF anyway. They're going to flash out here, and Legia goes down, and this is the 14th round. And Mousesports, how much money will they have even for the upcoming round? They'll have enough to buy, but it won't be a spectacular buy of any kind, so things are looking tough here for the Mousesports team.
It certainly isn't easy. It certainly is not easy. And this is an eco round still for them. Noki taking a peek at Glaive, and, well, we know what happens when Glaive gets a shot like that. Pretty nice work. Glaive goes for a 2. He gets punished, however. Tabson overwhelms him with the CZ, but Pimp is now closing in to catch him in the back. Alu watching for it, not able to get the kill. And Copenhagen Wolves are just looking dominant now. Going into the last round of this half, Mousesports not even enough money to buy an AWP for Chris J. It's all going to be AKs.
Yeah, that's the problem. AKs, there is a Molotov as well, and they do have 3 smokes, so they can execute on the site here and still make it work. Unfortunately, Nuki doesn't have any kind of head armor, which means if he runs into an M4A1 or an M4A4, that's a little bit tricky. Nico going for the shot on apartments, and SMF, I think, hurt a bunch of people here. I'm wondering if they're going to cover the smoke this time or if they're going to run back like they did previously. I really want them to stick with the smoke here. Flash goes through. Carrigan goes down. SMF peaks. Got some good damage here, but not the kill. And Legia just soldiers on through, charging his way right through the smoke. And this B defense has really been the weak point, I think, for Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, and Mousesports are really looking to take advantage of that. This time around, it works out perfectly for them. 3-on-4 situation. Wolves just don't have the manpower to go for it, but it seems like they want to press forward. They are going to take the fight, but Chris J finds the headshot on Pimp. There's still Nuki alive, but he goes down to Glaive. This is not looking likely here for Wolves, however. They should just back off and try and save.
Well, it's the last round, so they can't even do that.
Oh, right, of course.
They have to go for it. Glaive has HP, but a headshot to the face is going to finish it. So 9-6s is what it's going to be here. And I feel like at least 3 or 4 of these rounds have been because of the B defense. And that's so strange, because that's normally something that Glaive's teams are really good at. Holding Banana and holding the B bomb site. But the way they did it this game has been definitely not up to par.
No, definitely. I mean, not playing aggressively enough, I suppose. That's the thing. Really just trying to play passive, wait for the rotations to come in. But it just didn't work this time around. Mousesports were way too quick about overwhelming the defense and just getting onto that site. But
this is the thing, is if you play aggressively, that would be one thing. But if you play passively, the whole point of playing passively on this bomb site is that there is this really narrow choke where everyone from the terrorist team has to basically go through this tiny corridor. And that's obviously what you want to use, but it sort of feels like Copenhagen was decided, no, we'll let them into the bomb site and then we'll fight them once they're there. I actually can't explain it. It just feels really weird. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's like a retake mentality almost, right? Like
You
you wait for the cavalry to come rolling in to save you. Except that this time around, it just was not happening for him.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone can actually play retake on Beyond Inferno. I've never heard of anyone doing that. It's a really tough bomb site retake basically. So
yeah, it is.
I don't know. I just think they didn't realize, or they just didn't think it was that big a deal. I don't know, but they put up the smokes and everything. I feels like there was some really weird mistakes going on. Either way, it's great news for us, because what it means is we actually have a pretty close game on our hands here. 9-6 is a perfectly reasonable score for both teams to work with. I would say Mousesports actually maybe even coming out a little bit on top here, and that means we could be going to a third map. So overall, it's pretty good news. I hope you guys are having a good time here. It's going to be the second half coming up of the second map, so get ready for it, guys. If Mousesports can win this map, then we're going on to a third one, which is going to be on Train to decide this one. It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to go up. Remember as well to to follow the channel and subscribe and all that stuff, and we'll be good to go in just a second. Just waiting for the Danes to reconnect back in here.
Yeah, it's the ritual now, basically. It's what we've been talking about throughout this entire series. The fact that the Wolves, four of them have to restart. Basically, they have to restart CS on the wire because they get massive frame drops if they let the wire go on for too long. So, again, it's an opportunity for the Wolves to actually sit back and recoup on what's happened throughout this first half. And at this point, I'm wondering what they've got in store for us for the T side, because I don't feel like we really got to see the best out of them when they played against Epsilon on Inferno. I don't feel like we really saw the best T half from them. So what are they going to change going into this? Are they going to put a focus on B? Are they going to put a focus on A? Is Nico going to be walking around with an AWP?
Yeah, it's really hard to call. I don't know what to expect here. I think even if Copenhagen Wolves take this pistol round here, then we're gonna be at maybe 12-6. But even then, I have a really good feeling here that I think Mousesports is gonna be able to take it. I think they will. I don't see them even at 12-6. I think there's still a good chance they'll be able to do this. So I'd definitely be worried right here if I was on the Copenhagen Wolves lineup.
I think they have good reason. They have good reason to be worried, and it's going to be tough for them to actually get onto these sites. That's the thing. It's like I would love to be listening. You know, you always talk about it, but I would love to have the team speak right now and get to listen in a little bit on what's going through the Wolves' heads. You know, what have they been able to prepare at all for this match? The thing is that they have very little preparation going into this because they don't know who they're going to play until pretty much the first round of matches is done. So you just have to hit the ground running. Figure out like what you need on the fly during the half. So Wolves don't think they're gonna have anything crazy prepared for this pistol, but we need to see more shots from Glaive. We need to see more shots from Pimp, I think, as well, who did big work for them versus Epsilon.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. It definitely will be. I'm just trying to look at the chat to figure out exactly what's going to be happening. What we've done here is we've actually pushed back the game between ESG and Na'Vi, which is now pushed back. It was supposed to start 2 minutes ago, but I'm not sure if they have started it or not. Looks like they haven't just yet. With any luck, guys, once this game is over, and I think if it goes to a third map, they might have to start that game without us, and then we'll join in as soon as we can. If it finishes on this map, then I think we can still join it, and then we'll just have almost no break and go straight into it. It's going to be a really long day. It was a long day yesterday of basically 12 hours of casting, and today is looking to be no less, basically. It's going to be, a crazy marathon weekend of Counter-Strike, but we're glad that all of you want to tune in and hang out with us and have a good time here. Are we ready? Nico's still, and Carrigan's joining in now, so maybe some of the Danes are, have decided they want to play the second half as well, which is good. Let's see.
Sorry, apologies. I'm back right now. It does take a little bit too long for them to actually get this sort of stuff sorted out, to get it reloaded. I mean, come on. How long does it really take?
Well, it depends on their upload speed. This is the problem, is that when you connect in, the ESL wire has to upload a whole bunch of stuff to the server, and for some people that apparently takes quite a while, so I don't know why that is, but it's unfortunate. Now, Table tennis that's being discussed.
Table tennis is being discussed in the chat right now.
Yeah. They're gonna play a DreamHack. Yeah, that's true. I've been in the Twitch lounge at DreamHack. There's a table tennis table right there.
Oh yeah, and there's also pool. Come at me at DreamHack. I'll take you all on.
Ah, you know what? You know what table tennis is called in Swedish, Samla?
What is it called in Swedish?
It's called pingis, which I think is very funny somehow. I don't know why, but it's just a funny name. Pingis.
Pingis.
Yeah, I love it. Ah, yeah. There's one in the Fragbite office as well, which is fantastic.
There is. I think they had to take that one down, though, man.
No!
Yeah, I know. I was very sad, but I think they cleaned up all that space and they had to take it apart. I think. I don't know. If like Pontus is watching or something, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had to do away with the ultimate table. And you know, that's a good thing because my reign as king of the Fragbite ping pong table. Hey,
you stay on top. Is that what you're saying? All right.
Unbroken. That's right. Can't even challenge me now. I don't even have to worry.
That's a shame. So that was a good fun. I wish they should put that up again. It's important for the office environment. Take out your frustrations at your colleagues, you know, in a game of pingis.
Joachim is the best though, man. He was focused. He would bring his own, you know, your little ping pong racket, right? He'd have it with like a little leather case, and then you like warm up before the games and everything. You know, he took it really seriously. He wasn't very happy when I beat him.
Oh, well, I mean, nobody can be happy at defeat, right? If you are
happy, can be happy.
If you're happy and losing, then you're doing something wrong. I think that's the thing. You're not taking it seriously enough.
Oh, but come on, man. You know, he probably learned a lot from that match, right? He's going to be able to, you know, analyze what he did wrong and then find a ping pong table, bring it to the Fragbite office and challenge me again. And maybe he'll have a chance. Maybe. Maybe,
just maybe. Well, incoming is what they're asking for. Of course, we're just talking about everything that we can come up with here because we are waiting for the game to get underway. Last guy's joining here. So if you're just joining us, then welcome once again. Follow and subscribe to the channel, and then just sit back and have fun here. It's Mousesports versus Copenhagen Wolves. This is the lower bracket quarterfinals here at the qualification for the EMS1 Gamescom tournament that's coming up just around the corner, middle of next month. And if you lose this game, you're out of the qualifier. If you win, then you go to the semi-finals where you get to play Encore, and then the winner of that game is going to be going to the tournament. That's the way it works. So we'll see how it all falls out here. Copenhagen Wolves versus Mousesports, and the Wolves have already won the first map, so this is actually on Mousesports to try and stay alive and survive and then get to train and then beat the Danes. Is it possible? Oh, hell yes, it is. We'll see if they can actually get it done.
If it comes down to Train, this is going to be one of the sickest best of threes because Train is all about the AWP. You have 4 world-class oppers on both of these, throughout both of these teams. This is going to be sick if we can see it. But now Copenhagen Wolves, they have to come out with something big here. They're wrapping around towards quad. Nobody holding aggressive. However, Nuki looking in apartments. Look at this bedroom. He may get caught by SMF as the flash is about to go in.
Yeah, Flash comes in here. Nuki can still see just fine. Chris is on the other side, and they're going to try and challenge it here. They want to fight for it. Chris, running headshot, takes one down. Nuki's going to fall, so a quick exchange, and now the A bomb site's actually sort of vulnerable here. They got to get some backup really quickly. Alu's spotting a couple of people. Chris is about to get overrun, but not so easily. Picks up the one, then he goes down. Alu's still alive. It's going to be a bomb plant. It's a 3-on-3 retake coming in here for Mousesports.
For Mousesports, Flash is going down. Alu looking for the rotation, but SMF has already got him on short. He should be able to stop this from coming through from that pit position. Alu's still there. He's got support now from Tabs, and Flash goes in. Glaive with a headshot on Alu. Stops it, but Leah rushing him down. Pimp needs to land a shot. He's still here. Gets knifed, and SMF is on a one-on-one.
Yeah, that bomb's not planted ideally for him, and Leggy is actually going to try and run out here. He hasn't got a kit. There's no time for this game. The knife was beautiful, but SMF buys time, and a great headshot to finish it off with. Not going to survive in the corner. Just going to be relaxing there for a little bit, and it's going to be 10-6, and a very, very disappointing pistol round from Mousesports, considering they got the opening kill and a knife as well. Oh, they didn't need to win that pistol round to win, but it would have been very, very close to victory, I think. Now, they really have to fight for it.
Now it's all tooth and nail. And what is going on? They're going for a buy. Alu has actually picked up a rifle. They have a rifle on Alu?
We have not seen this before.
This is sick. Mousesports.
This is the knife kill. The $1,500 they got for the knife, they invested into this M4. That is the first time in global offensive history I've seen this happen. If it works, then then that's truly something.
A stroke of genius. Stroke of genius if this works. This is going to be sick.
Or madness. I'm not sure which, but sometimes madness works as well.
Oh, it bleeds in, right? You can't tell the one from the other. Mousesports are making the right call as far as defense, but still, Copenhagen Wolves going up on Arch. There's the flash, perfect flash on Nuki. And they back off.
Yeah, giving time for Alu to come in here with the M4. Flash goes in again here. They're going to be jumping past. There's the first shot. Alu picks off one. The M4 working out for them so far, and maybe a little bit of confusion going out from Copenhagen Wolves, wondering how the hell did they get that. Chris goes down. Alu with the M4 looking for a headshot. They don't have to challenge him. They just have to put the bomb down and be safe. And Alu should be really careful here. Gonna pick off one. That's very nice. And now smoke is off. He should not commit to this too much.
No, he has to be careful. They could still use this as like the all-out beast mode, because why not, right? You can still use that. I mean, you've got money, whatever. Point being, we're going into it. Nico alive in Graveyard is getting cut down by 2 members. He finally gets taken out, but that sets it up for Pimp and SMF. The strike right back. Lesia goes onto the site, but Pimp will get his 3rd frag of the round. And Copenhagen Wolves, they take some damage. They do take damage, but they get the round.
Yes, they do. There's not enough money for Mousesports to buy, but actually Alu didn't spend so much money that you can't buy, so they're going to be alright, Mousesports, anyway here. I was worried that throwing away that rifle would be a big problem for them, but actually they're going to be alright. They can still buy in the next round. 11-6 is the scoreline here. Probably going to be 12-6 before Mousesports can pick up rifles, and then, well, they can still come back and win the game. A 6 gap difference is actually not that overwhelming on Inferno.
It's not the end of the world if you win that 19th round bye.
No.
So Mousesports, that's what they're going to be banking on right now. Do the damage that they can to Copenhagen Wolves, because the last round was pretty damn effective as far as that's concerned. They still got 3 kills. And look for this. Alu, CZ75, not going to get the better of Kerrigan, who had a P250 in hand.
It looked like a really cool position as well. A little bit disappointed, because that was actually... I was right on the money for Alu. He just couldn't quite land the kill.
Well, it wasn't quite up to snuff there. Still, Mousesports, they're not done yet. They have stacked up that B side, however. There is a man on this side, on this A side. It's Legia. He still needs to actually figure out what exactly is going on with the Wolves, because the Wolves have really spaced themselves out across the map, just looking to slow things down.
And is there a lot of lag going on for HLTV right now, for you?
There was for a moment. It seems like it's stabilizing somewhat, but now it's back.
Yeah, I'm still seeing it. Alright, so it's not just me. That's good news. It means it's pretty the HLTV, the server somehow getting... a little bit screwed here. Hope that that's going to have an issue on affect the game at all. Tabson's running through right into the face of Nico. This is now a Counter-Strike slideshow as, well, Tabson goes down. And now just Legia defending over here. But it's going to be Chris really at the B-bomb side. Now the lag is gone. So the slideshow, the PowerPoint presentation is over. And Chris in the corner here. 10, 9, 8 seconds. Going to pick off one. They need that bomb plant. And they're going to get it as well. Man, if Chris had killed the bomb carrier, then that would have pretty won them the round. Scary round for Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, that was really, actually, much closer than I thought it should have been. And again, Mousesports succeeded in picking up 3 kills. This is really good work right now from Mousesports. They're forcing Copenhagen Wolves to spend quite a bit of their money. So the Wolves aren't going to have much of a bank to fall back on. Wolves actually going for straight-up AKs. No AWP picked up for Nico, despite the fact that he had the money to get it if he wanted it. So that's interesting. But what's really interesting is that Mousesports are going for a double-up play on Inferno. That's not something we see every day.
And it means they have very limited grenades. So if Copenhagen Wolves play this as slowly as they did last round, that could be an issue. But Chris J already picking off SMF is a very good start. And now they realize, because they heard Alusop as well, so Copenhagen Wolves know this is a double-up play. The big problem for Mousesports is if they somehow lose this round, even being up 4-5 here, if they lose the round, then that's where Copenhagen Wolves get very close to winning a game here.
Exactly. Exactly right. It really spins out of control quickly. Copenhagen Wolves would be on 14 rounds before Mousesports can realistically buy again. And that's just way too little of a cushion for Mousesports to have going into the rest of the half. So, big round here. But Mousesports, they're in a good position. They've got the man advantage. Alu's scoped up, looking towards quad. But it does seem like it's going to be a B play eventually here.
Yeah, and Mousesports are actually using the smoke like I said I wanted Copenhagen Wolves to do. They're really looking for it. So when somebody comes charging through, Chris is going to be able to get an easy shot here. Flash rains in. He's going to kick off the one there. Now Tabson inside the bomb side, looking for a pick off here. Chris, they're in a 5-on-3. They should be able to do it. Another kill comes in. It's all Chris J all the way. Triple kill for him, and Kerrigan and Nico trying to see if they can do anything at all this round. Chris will go down now in the corner here. It's going to be Nuki or Tabson to pick up a kill, and Nico alone going to be going down to Legia. So very good round. Tabson and Legia falling a little bit low, but well played from Chris that round.
Oh, they couldn't save his AWP though. Bit of a misstep there by Mousesports. I would have sworn that they were going to pick that up again. Now Alu's going to be the sole AWP here for Mousesports. I guess maybe they were thinking like, okay, double up just for, you know, for one round to throw the Wolves off, and then go back to rifles. It's fine.
It could be, maybe not. But then, I mean, considering he got a triple kill with it, it's a bit of a shame that he couldn't try and have a repeat performance. Essentially, but, I don't know. I think maybe they just failed that a little bit.
Yeah. Not quite picking it up in time. That's a shame though, because yeah, as you say, Chris J with 3 frags, that was really big. That caught Copenhagen Wolves completely off guard, and their smokes weren't exactly perfect, allowing Chris J to still play off of coils like that. And that's really where it kind of fell apart. They needed the smoke to be closer so it completely covers up coils, and Chris J is not able to put that AWP to work the way he did.
So more PowerPoint coming up here. Unfortunately, not sure if it's GoTV or it's the server. I'm guessing it's the actual GoTV and not so much the server, because they still seem to be playing fairly normally. And that's obviously good. Don't want the game interrupted by any kind of lag, especially now that Mousesports have a really good chance of actually making it back in this game. They just need to win this round, and obviously the next one. Then I think they are right back on track. Good shot from Nuki, mid-air on Carrigan, wrecked utterly. That was very good from Nuki. Quick triple, and the round is over with, and the lag has also disappeared. 8-12. And now, obviously, Copenhagen Wolves can buy once again. But if they... I mean, this is it. There's only a 4-round difference here.
Yeah, the gap is closing here for Mousesports. They won that all-important 19th round. And this is where they can just continue to press. They can continue to push forward. Copenhagen Wolves, again, no AWP picked up to try and counter any of the Mousesports players. Alu taking his AWP to Banana, looking for that early pick. Do Copenhagen Wolves give him a target? And it doesn't look like it. They just play it passive, not even paying any attention to Banana.
No, instead they are moving sort of up towards the A-bomb side. If they had been rushing straight up, there would have only been 2 people defending. But they can't really know that. And now the really great thing about this from Mousesports is another person is coming in, which is Legia. They have 4 people defending this bomb side. It's a very good start. Tabson's going to get flashed in, but he goes down. SMF with a very good counter. That would have been huge for Tabson. Now down in the pit, Chris and Nuki are here. The grenade is going to pretty kill SMF. Yo, what? A double grenade! Nuki makes it work! And now, well, it's going to be down to Nico here. Gets the 1 kill in, but I don't think it's going to even be a bomb plant. He wants to go for it in the corner, and it'd be huge if he can get the bomb here on here. A lot more money for Copenhagen Wolves to work with, but he goes down anyway. Double grenade for Nuki.
Yeah, that double nade was sick. That was perfectly timed as well, Nuki. And knowing that exactly where they were going to be on that side as well, he put a lot of damage onto one guy. He's like, okay, I'll finish him off with a nade. He gets rewarded with 2. Sick play. And Mousesports are really putting the Wolves on the back foot now. Luckily for the Wolves, they actually did get a plant that round, so they do have some money, as we can see, enough to go for a force with reasonable nades to actually pull something off here. So we have to be looking at the Wolves now. This is starting to get uncomfortably close for them. Mousesports only 3 rounds away from tying this up 12-12.
Yeah, this is really, really dangerous. Great double grenade as well. SMF already down to 32, so Mousesports definitely know what they're doing on this map here, and it's starting to show.
Yeah, they really are starting to turn it around. And it's all about that momentum. Oh, Legia really getting lucky there, actually. That seemed like it should have been a kill, but dropped down to 50 HP. So now we're actually looking at a pretty even scenario between both of these teams. Still everybody alive, but 2 members have taken quite a bit of damage to start.
And it looks like Copenhagen Wolves would like to go for a B push. This time, I think it actually could work out a lot better, because there's no AWP here. Legia and Tabson, if they can get the kill on one of them, that should open up this bomb side a lot. Obviously, backup is going to be fairly close by for Mousesports, but this might be a good time to do it for the Danes, if they are going to do it. They're not.
They aren't. They're going for a bit of a fake play, it seems. They're leaving Pimp over here to distract, and Banana makes some noise. And it's going to be an A play once again. No quick rotation this time around. If they can get around here quickly, Kerrigan with the spray on Alu gets rid of the AWP right off the bat. Now they know there's a man in library, but they have to find Nuki, who's currently up in Castle.
Yeah, Nuki's been great so far. Going to peek out, takes down 1, instant return. And now a bit of a tricky retake coming out from Mousesports. They have the money to go for it. They can still buy you even if they lose everything here, but they got to be careful they don't do it for nothing here. Now they should run away, because now it's not about the money. Now it's just about almost being impossible. Chris with a shot here. Now 2-on-3. And Copenhagen Wolves should be able to set up positions so that they actually just trade almost no matter what.
Alright, well, here we go. Molly onto the A site. Pretty ineffective. Sets it up for Kerrigan. Gives away the position. So Tabson is gone. Chris J about to get sprayed down now by Kerrigan as well. Double kill for Kerrigan, holding on the A site. And the Wolves now get that 13th round. And a little bit of breathing room. Just because now they've managed to put, bring it back to 4 rounds, but also make Mousesports spend some of that bank that was starting to get on the edge of being out of control.
Yeah, the band, especially the money, is really what matters here, I think. Unfortunate for Alu, we've been giving him so much praise, but the shots he missed over at Archway there were really quite critical. That opened up a lot in the round, I think, for Copenhagen Wolves. So, got to call out a little bit of time when he makes some mistakes too, because there haven't really been many for Alu. He's been playing so well. I love this in the corner, Chris. They're not checking it. Oh, God, he's going to peek out, gets the one shot, and then he's going to go down. Inside the bomb site, still 2 people holding. And they are going to be able to defend. That's really good. Mag 7 to kill at SMF, not at all bad.
That's $900 for the kill as well. That's a lot of money, but Wolves will not be deterred. They continue to press forward. The smoke goes down to slow things up. Legia from the back of the site looking for a headshot on Pimp, who's in yellow. Not going to find it, though. Legia trying to rotate back around. He sees the bomb, gets chucked, and Pimp gets caught. Well played, the aggression, unadulterated.
And what are they doing? Okay, they're waiting for Nico to come up from behind, but he's taking a long time. There's Nico with the kill, but a lot of time wasted here. Legia is going to go down as well. Great double for Nico, and now Carrigan. Is he going to go for it here? If he crosses over, Alu is ready to ruin his dreams. There's the cross. Alu with the kill now. Carrigan with the kill, but Nuki, I don't think Carrigan's going to expect him to come here. And there's not a lot of time left. Bomb. Faked once. Carrigan has to turn around and realize what's happening here, but he has almost no call to see this. Nuki has a great upper hand right now.
Yeah, 27 seconds left as well. He's still got a little bit of time, but 20 seconds, this is starting to get very close. Kerrigan is going to run, or is he? I mean, he has to check towards Banana at this point. But he's not going to do it. He's going to... No,
God.
he does! He does! Kerrigan sees him!
Are you kidding me? An incredible stroke of luck from Carrigan there. I really thought Nuki was going to get that. What a round. He just went on a complete detour to check out the whole of construction. I don't think he was expecting to find a player coming in there. Oh, wow.
That was so... just very good. Very good. I mean, Nuki just hunkering down, never expecting him to come through CT. That just went Kerrigan's way that time around. Because Kerrigan clearly never expected Nuki to be coming from Banana. But then he wraps around and just... It seemed like an afterthought almost. Like, okay, I'll check towards Banana. And then he just does the double take, right?
Yeah. Oh, a free kill. I guess I'll take that.
Oh, man.
Look,
but this is catastrophic for Mousesports.
It's catastrophic if they lose this round, especially, because then they're probably going to lose the whole game. They actually just don't have any money to buy, so it's all on the 2 FAMASas, the 1 M4, the 1 AWP, and the CSET 75 on Tapson. They don't have a lot of grenades either, and that's a big problem. I mean, there's 50 seconds left. They have 2 smokes and a Molotov, and they're not... If this comes for a retake, they won't have any grenades for the retake at all.
Nothing. They have 1 smoke and a flash now. Legia and Chris. Chris has got his AWP, though, and if ever there was a time to shine, it's now, Chris. You need to be landing the big shots here. But already the smokes are going in, and they're just going to be speeding up for this A site. Smokes down, flashes there. Nuki in the pit, taking a fight with Kerrigan. Not going to get it. Chris J and Nuki both finding frags, but SMF on the site clears out Chris J. Yeah,
Alu right here should be able to get a kill, but a little bit hesitant. Nuki goes down. Alu in the pit. Coming up from behind, though. Great timing from Legia, and it's going to be all on SMF here. Alone in a pretty dangerous 1-on-3 with just 15 seconds left. He needs to get some kills. That's really his main focus right now. Spots Alu. 10 seconds. He's gotta go for it here. He can't afford to run down the clock and then die. That would be terrible. There's the 1. There's the double. Now, oh, there's no time. He can't put down the bomb. Tabson running over and winning the round. But this was actually still really huge from SMF. Those last 2 kills really makes a big difference.
It's pretty brutal for both, actually. Look at how the money is right now for both of these teams as we lose Glaive once again. But there's no money on Copenhagen Wolves, and there's little money on Mousesports. It's like a FAMAS armor buy for Mousesports.
Oh, what a game this is.
This is insane.
Yeah, they have the 1 M4 that was saved by, who was that? Was it Tabson or Nuki? I think it's Tabson. And then everyone else can only get either M4A1s or FAMASas or something like that. They just won't have a lot of money. I guess it's good news that the Danes won't either, but this 1 AK can still be a problem. Oh, God. Well, Glaive disconnecting again puts a bit of a halt on everything that's going on. Man, this is a crazy, crazy game.
Shout out to right now.
Shout out to Maya on Twitter, who's been sending us a picture of, I think, eating ice cream with her laptop watching the game. That's pretty cool. It's a nice way to spend a Sunday.
I want ice cream.
Exactly. Ice cream. And it's the right weather for it. It's 1,000,000 degrees here in Denmark. It's much too hot.
It's much too hot over here as well, man. That's pretty cool, though. I want ice cream, man. There's ice cream at my gal's place, too. God damn it. There's like 3 tubs of Ben & Jerry's at her place. I got nothing here.
Alright. Yeah, well...
Oh, well. I'll suffer. I'll suffer in silence, Sanders.
Alright, do that. Alright, no more talk of ice cream. Well, what can we really say here? 14-10, and a 4-round lead. It's not really the 4-round lead that's a problem right now. I think it's more the Mousesports economy that's really worrying me. Because Copenhagen Wolves are going to have a couple of shots at really winning this game. And you have to wonder what would have happened if SMF had got, that second kill maybe 2 seconds earlier. He would have put the bomb down, and it would have been a scary one-on-one.
I think the biggest thing there was the fact that Chris J and Nuki both managing to get those kills to slow things down. Chris J in particular with that AWP. He only got 1 kill, but still, that was enough to put a halt to things just long enough. Getting those 2 kills from Mousesports was just so big. They needed that man advantage, and then for Alu to stay alive in the pit as long as he did, that was also crucial. But now we have Glaive. He is back. $3,500 on the board for him. And we have to see where we take this. The frags as well, very even across the board for Copenhagen Wolves. Mousesports, not quite there, but still. Alu and Chris J with, actually, Legia right behind.
Yeah, they're all trying to step it up here, but I guess Nuki and Tabson could afford to get a few more kills in. And on Copenhagen Wolves side, it's looking pretty even, right? I mean, Kerrigan a little bit higher. Kerrigan, you see how this is all working out. And then, yeah, the rest are just fairly even. So what else I was gonna say? I was looking at the followers here. So we're up to 146,000, almost 147,000 followers. So if you guys haven't clicked that follow button yet, then go and do it. Our goal for the day is 150,000. So we need about 3,000 more before we're there. And you guys can help us out. Definitely appreciate it a lot. And then we'll keep bringing you guys cool Counter-Strike in return. That's the plan. All right.
That's the deal.
I think they're about ready. Yeah, exactly. That's the agreement we have.
I think we're good. On pause. Do we see the countdown yet? On pause. The countdown is on, Anders. Let's go. We got this. Now,
yes.
What exactly happens? Because, okay, it is going to have to be, Mousesports, very limited money, but they're still able to just kind of piece together a buy with rifles. Copenhagen Wolves, however, they have to go for a round of eco here. They just don't have enough money. They still have the AK on SMF, though, so I expect to see him take point and look for an entry.
Yeah, now they're going to boost up to look over. They're expecting smoke, and actually it's going to be a Molotov. Look how aggressive Mousesports are. They're charging in it. They don't want to give the Danes any room to work with, and that actually catches Copenhagen Wolf completely off guard. Look how confused they are. Going to get the kill on Tabson, but this is still well worth it here. Nico's going to should be going down to Legia any moment, and now Mousesports are going to fall back after losing a guy, but I don't know. That was a little bit confusing. Nico should still be dead any moment here. Nuki's right on the edge, and Famas is going to be taking care of it, so... I don't know. Strange start, but I think Mousesports are going to be just fine now.
Yeah, moment of hesitation costing Nico there. That was a little bit odd. Seems like he had a bit of a double-take moment as well. Nuki actually going to be pushing into second mid. Finds SMF. Good kill there. Good spray control. Does a lot of damage to Pimp as well. Legia at mid doing some good damage. Just slowing things down. They can't allow Copenhagen Wolves to speed up off of this. And all 3 members for the A side just locking it down. Not a prayer for the Danes.
Yeah, they really need to hold on to all the rifles here. It's a 1-on-4, and they got to exit this with 4 members alive. That's hugely critical at the moment for the team. And the good position here from Nuki going to be spotting. Actually, somehow Glaive is realizing this could be happening. Goes for the kill. Look how low they all are. Now he's up in the middle again. Legia falling low as well, and no kill happens. This could have been 3 kills coming out here for the Copenhagen Wolves team, and if they had done that, it would have been a very different end to this game. Those rifles that they just saved are worth their weight in gold, and even then some.
And more importantly, the money from those kills would have been big for Wolves. That means like an extra nade, an extra HE, an extra smoke, something to work with here, because they do go for the buy. They have the rifles, but they have very limited nades right now, the Wolves. So this is going to be tough. Again, it's going to be nades down banana, looking for the timing, and they're not quite going to hit just right. Glaive taking a little bit of nade damage there, but that's not enough to deter the Wolves from pushing up to the top of banana and getting control.
They're leaving Kerrigan over here, so I'm looking for some NIP theme play. If they can kill Legia and Tabson, that is going to be a huge opening, or even just one of them should be enough to get into this bomb site. But there is a Molotov on Tabson, and more smokes as well. Still more than a minute left on the clock, and Mousesports are trying to get the smoke timing down just right here.
Tabson actually over on the B side again, just really holding close, but that's a good smoke that's about to go down. That'll bleed a lot of time off of this clock. Once that clears up, it's going to be around like 30 seconds, and Mousesports aren't going to have a whole lot, or rather Wolves aren't going to have a whole lot of time to accelerate behind it, especially with the passive hold coming in here from Mousesports. This time around, they really are holding as far back on the side as they can, not willing to show anything for the Wolves to get a pick on.
No, and Tabson still has his Molotov. He's going to throw it out. Now they're charging in. They're both at the back of the side. A lot of flashes raining in here. They just want to buy as much time as they can for the rotation that's coming. They need help. Tabson actually burns Nico to death. He was just standing in that fire. That's confusing as hell. Now it's going to be a kill, and it's back into a 2-on-3. They need, at the very least, a bomb plant here, but that bomb is actually dropped in the middle of the site. They want to go and pick it up. They will. Alu goes down. Oh, Mousesports, don't throw this one away. They need to win this round.
Oh, this is crucial. This is so crucial. Kerrigan pushing forward. Nookie is right here in construction. He's going to get the drop on him. Goes for the spray, but Kerrigan gets the best of him. And there's Chris J. Turns it into a 1v1. Glaive just runs away, though. And Glaive, not willing to risk it and take the fight, is going to play the angle. Chris J with that smoke, however, is excellent. He's able to go for the fake. Fake Glaive, and Glaive walks out through the smoke. Chris trying to be sneaky, trying to be smart, and Glaive gets the lucky headshot.
I think luck is definitely the right term there. What a ridiculous spray. Chris faked it, and Chris' idea was so good. He wanted to fake it. He wanted Glaive to walk around the smoke so he would have the upper hand, and then Glaive just, I don't know, goes completely man mode and just sprays through the smoke, and now Mousesports are in a really tricky spot. This is match and map point for Copenhagen Wolves, and there's not a lot of equipment going on Mousesports here. They have three smokes actually, and just very, very limited grenades otherwise, and not the full equipment.
Yeah, and a peek by Legio actually puts Mousesports behind now as far as health is concerned. Both him and Tabson have taken a good chunk of damage here. The Wolves still have quite a few nades to put to use as well, and it looks like they are setting up for a B push. Nico holding up the rear.
Tabson close by. Glaive wants to get the opening frag. Already doing a little bit of damage here. They're going to have to go big. Tabson missing the shot. He's going to go down now. There's only one guy defending. They smoke off again. Are they going to commit to the bomb site? They will. Alu's coming in, trying to see if he can spray through the smoke. He should try at least, but the Danes are waiting on the other side. Legia in the back goes down, and Semler, this could be it. Alu gonna get the kill on SMF. Bomb plant is gonna be going in. He peeks here. Alu has to come up massively.
But it's not going to happen. The rotation coming in from Speedway. And right now, Nookie is taking the longest time ever to get to the bottom of Banana. Pimp finds the headshot on Alu. That's Flowers cleared out. They now know another man is in construction thanks to Glaive. Spotting out the man. Chris J, it's all on him. And it's not meant to be. GG. Copenhagen Wolves will be advancing on Mousesports. They fall.
Oh.